D1 girls regional semifinal in Sandusky. Northview and Notre Dame Academy facing off for the second time this season. Eagles won the regular season matchup. Now, solid D on both sides to start. Eagles up 3 after 1. They take a 4-point lead into the half. Olivia Sims wide open. The senior drains the 3. Notre Dame scored the first 5 points of the second half. In the moments later, Taylon King hits another triple for the Eagles. Notre Dame with its largest lead of the night at that point, up 10. But Casey Baumhauer and the Cats aren't going away that easy. Baumhauer draws the contact and gets it to fall. She'd turn it for 3 from the line, finishing with 22 and became Northview's all-time leading scorer in the process. Congratulations to Ms. Baumhauer. In the third, Cam Hunt banks open. Northview pulled within 1 heading into the final quarter, but that's as close as they get. Grace VanSlooten finished with 16 points, 17 boards, and 4 steals as Notre Dame Academy held on for the 47-40 victory.
Yeah, obviously, our kids are hungry to have a chance to get back, and they're excited to have an opportunity to play on Friday. And we know we're going to have our hands full whoever we see Friday, and on Saturday. And we know we got to do a good job of the next couple days of preparation, like we did for Northview, and be ready to play on Saturday. And have a chance to make it down to the Final Four yet again.
BCSN's Greg Franke had the call from Sandusky.
Going to state and making it to the regional final has been kind of an annual situation for Notre Dame, going back the last 7 straight years, going for 8 in a row this year. But maybe a little bit more significance even, because last year they made it to the States but weren't able to compete there because of the COVID situation. Obviously, they really wanted to have a return trip, and they got over a big hurdle today with a victory over Northview. Everyone figured this was going to be a real battle. Last year's district final game came down to the final seconds. Northview, with a shot being hit at the end, could have won that game. It just fell out, but they look like they certainly were in position to make a real challenge here this year. Casey Baumhauer, the outstanding 2-time NLL Player of the Year and first-team All-State selection, leading the way. And Taylor Stacy, who missed last year with an ACL injury back in toe, it certainly looked like Northview had a real shot at it, but they weren't really able to get a foothold until late in the third quarter. But going into the fourth, they had the momentum, were only down 1, but some key turnovers. Dakota Smith playing a tremendous defensive game on Casey Baumhauer, despite the fact that she got over 20 points in the game. And Notre Dame made the plays that they had to. Grace VanSlooten led the scoring parade, and Olivia Sims as well. But really, it was an entire team effort, and maybe the biggest thing they did was contain Baumhauer to the extent where she could not distribute the ball as well as she does on such a regular basis. She had to try to do most of the scoring load herself, and even though she got over 20 points, she scored well over half for much of the game of the number of points that Northview got. It just wasn't enough. Notre Dame will play in the regional finals and try for an 8th consecutive trip to state.